Thrifting has become extremely popular over the years and has become the hub for affordable and unique items for consumers to create fashionable outfits and find collectibles without breaking the bank.
To me, I would say is just looking your best while saving the most.
Many thrifters have their own motivation to thrift, whether it be for fashion, affordability, or to save the environment, but all seem to agree that a trip to the thrift store can be an adventure in itself. In fact, our data suggests that 50% of our respondents consider affordability to be the most important aspect when thrifting. 25% consider fashion to be the most important factor, as well as 25% considering the environmental benefits to be the most important factor when they thrift. One of our respondents, Reginald, talks about thrifting for fashion and how that has become a part of his everyday looks.
I thrift mostly for fashion, honestly. I would probably describe my style of clothing as individual. I like to express myself through my clothing. I also like to kind of be individualized through my clothing. I don't really like seeing myself on the street. Like, I don't like seeing people in the same thing that I'm in. I honestly believe that the color that you wear has an effect on your mood for that day. And sometimes, like, when I wake up, I just feel like wearing a certain color. Like, so whatever color that I feel like wearing that day, I kind of gear my outfit towards that. I kind of blaze my own path in the sense of, like, if tie-dye is cool, then I'll make my own tie-dye shirt. Or if thing like it depends. Like, I like to take what I like from other people and put my own twist on it, so that way it becomes my own. I was honestly introduced to thrifting through one of my friends, honestly. Like, because growing up, it would be like looked down upon if you like went to Goodwill or something like that. Like, growing up in my neighborhood, it's like, oh, your parents shop at Goodwill, so like my family never shopped there because that was like a stigma. But like, as I grew up, like, one of my friends was wearing like a varsity jacket, and I was like, yo, bro, where the fuck you get that? Excuse my French.
It's okay.
I was like, where'd you get that? And he's like, bro, I got it from Goodwill. I was like, what? Goodwill has that? And then literally I started checking out the different Goodwills and different shops around Boston, and they literally have vintage stuff that, like I said in the beginning of this interview, you don't see anymore. And I don't like seeing people in the same clothes that I have. So to get clothes that people can't have anymore at that price.
Millions of articles of clothing are thrown away every year by Americans. The average consumer throws away 70 pounds of clothes a year. One of our main questions when we started research was about the environmental impact of thrifting. Another one of our respondents, who has done a lot of donation drives and organizing herself, also had a lot to say about the affordability aspect of thrifting and the community it serves.
But also seeing thrifting culture for like its original purpose of like it serving people who were not able to get access and were not able to like the original reason why my family was engaging in thrifting was because we didn't have access to the types of like funds to be able to like go and really get like all these like super nice name brand clothes and stuff. And so also keeping in mind that like thrifting culture does have two sides, and like many things in America, that there is like a privileged side and an underprivileged side of thrifting in the culture. So yeah.
Thrifting has become incredibly popular over the years, and critics argue that this popularity has led to the gentrification of thrifting. Basically, this means that it's been made inaccessible to the working class and taken over by the middle and the upper class. While thrifting is generally encouraged for environmental reasons, some people are now claiming that we should stop thrifting or stop reselling, as it's hurting these low-income communities.
The cultural discourse of thrifting being hijacked by another community has become a grander conversation on the gentrification of thrifting.
Income brackets are often looking for different things. I'm not trying to say that lower-income people can't have nice things or don't want them, but if you're thrifting out of absolute necessity versus thrifting for fun, you're probably not purchasing the same things. Those of us that thrift for fun probably like to think that we need what we buy, but did we actually need that ridiculously sequin jacket or a shirt with a cat shooting lasers out of its eyes? Probably not.
When asked about thrifting culture, we came across a variety of different responses. Many respondents identified a subculture behind secondhand shopping comparable to that of skate culture.
I feel like a lot of people from our generation are way into thrifting, than like previous generations. And I think it's just a lot of times I think it's kids our age just looking for a deal, on something that looks cool. Nobody really wants to go out unless you're like mega rich. Nobody wants to go out and buy like a $600 Gucci sweatshirt. Right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When there's a chance, if you go thrifting, where you can find something like that for like mad cheap. So I think the culture, a lot of the culture, if there is a culture, is around saving money and trying to find something that looks like unique and cool.
We conducted a focus group of 7 people with the objective to find out the answers to 2 main questions. 1, what makes a positive versus negative thrifting experience? And 2, how shopping has changed among consumers during COVID-19. Respondents had a variety of answers.
Because this pandemic started, I haven't really been able to go to any stores lately, so.
The past 3 months during the pandemic.
The past 3 months, I've been thrifting probably 3 times.
I think the only difference I've seen is now, like everywhere, they don't really open their changing rooms. And just having to wait in line sometimes if you want to like go in, because some places are still super popular. So yeah, those are the only 2 differences.
The same as before, except obviously with social distancing practices. Some stores that are too small, obviously there's a limit on how many people can be in this store, which I think is great. Yeah, that's about it. I still feel safe going thrifting. I wash my clothes after I thrift them anyway, so I never really am worried about COVID contamination and all that good stuff.
70% of our respondents agreed that online thrifting could take over in-store thrifting if COVID-19 persists. However, all respondents preferred in-store shopping for the experience, the price, and secure feeling of knowing that they can see exactly what they're getting. Those stores are taking the necessary safety precautions, face masks, social distancing, plexiglass in front of registers. Their shopping has decreased immensely. All of our respondents stated to have lost motivation to thrift and now thrift less due to less social gatherings. Despite this, we see that a lot of shoppers are tailoring their habits to shop in a safer way, but still continue to visit their favorite thrift store time and time again. Our Netnography work was crucial to our research and was important to recognize in the making of this video. Here we see different people responding to how their habits have changed since COVID-19 on online forums.